Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to install Tableau server on Linux AWS EC2, and you can just practice along with me. So let's do this. Let's get started. So we're going to log into AWS. AWS Amazon Web Services, sign in. And now I'm going to go to EC2. It looks like I have an instance currently running right now. Oh, okay, this is the instance where I installed Linux. So let me just terminate this instance so we can do everything from scratch. Okay, I'm going to show you how to create the Linux environment. Then I'm going to show you how to install Tableau server on it. Let me go back to my dashboard. Let me see how many instances do I have here. Security group. Delete this security group. Delete. What else do I have? Okay, quickly, this is the key pair. We're going to need a key pair while using PuTTY to access the instance. So let me delete this one. Delete. Type delete. Okay, now let's create a new key pair. Call it Tableau Linux test. And instead of picking PEM, I pick PPK. Okay, so that's for PuTTY because I'm not going to just go straight through SSH. I'm going to use PuTTY first to set it up. So I'm going to create keep here. Then let me save it where I save most of my other files. Tableau server. Save. Do you want to replace? Yes. I already made one before, but I'm going to replace it with this new one I just created. And now let me go to the instance. That one has been terminated, so let's launch a new one. You click on AWS Marketplace, then you search for CentOS. You see CentOS 7. This is supported by Linux. This is supported by Tableau server, and this is a Linux environment. So you just click select, click continue, and when you get here to choose your CPU and memory, you just do Ctrl F. You do M5.4 right there, M5.4. You click that, you click this. Since we're just going through just a regular setup right now, just for teaching purposes, I'm not going to deep dive into this. So I'm just going to click add storage. Let's put 100 gig. Delete on termination. Okay. No need to encrypt it right now. Then click add tag. Let's add tag. This one we call should we call it name? Let's call it Tableau, test Tableau Linux. Let's just call it that for now. So for this one, we're going to put HTTP. We're going to also include HTTPS, and let's include RDP so that we can use remote desktop. For IP address, let's just use my IP. Okay, so for that, don't need to add descriptions right now, just to speed this up. Review and launch. Everything looks pretty good. CPU, memory, IP addresses, and you just click launch. So now you know the key pair we made earlier, right? You just click the drop down, then you click acknowledge data access, then launch instance. Says your instance are now launching. So you now view instances. So this might take a minute. If you come in here, you click monitor, check status. Can increase this a little bit. System status check and instance status check. These are the two statuses that must be approved before, on the status check, before the instance can be opened. And to monitor instance performance and all that, you can use monitoring right there. So we're going to install, after we launch this instance, we're going to install the GUI so that we can install Tableau server in a more familiar environment than just the terminal. You understand? So this is still installing. Just give it a minute. Let's check. See, it still says initializing. Okay, so it says check passed. The two of them are complete right there. Description. So this is it. The instance is ready. The next thing we do is let's just copy the public IP and we go to PuTTY. You paste the public IP right there, and let's SSH. Since this is SSH, let's give them the authority, the key pair that we created, which is this one right here, the one we created and I saved to my folder right there. Then I'm just gonna click open. Server host key is not cached in the registry. Okay, just click yes. Okay, now it's saying login as CentOS. Perfect. So to make this whole process smoother, I have a script that we can use to install GUI for Linux on CentOS, right? So with this script, we can just copy and paste. Okay, so we're just going to do sudo su to switch to root user, and now I just want to create the password for CentOS. Copy, paste. Okay, and I'm typing the password right now. Okay, now let me create the password for root user. Right there. Copy, paste. Okay, so successful. The next thing we're going to do is sudo yum update. You can just copy that from here as well. Ctrl C, paste it. So now it's configuring all the updates. Is this okay? Click Y, enter. Okay, just do Y again, enter. So after the update, going to do sudo yum group list. And every time you want to do a standard procedure at your firm, it's always good to have a script written out step by step. When you are doing your test process, during your testing, you write out your script step by step, so it can be a smoother process when you're doing it in the production environment. So that's why I have my script right there to get it done pretty fast. So this shouldn't take too long. Should be done in a minute now. Okay, it's still running, so it's going to be done pretty soon. You know, it updated some of these documents. Now it's cleaning up some of the others that were just lying in the system. Complete right there. So the next thing we're going to do is, let me just see the last thing I ran. If I click here, that was the sudo update. So now we're going to just do sudo yum group list right there. Click enter. That's done. And now this is for graphics purposes. I'm going to copy this. Sudo paste it right there. So you click Y. And I can definitely put the scripts in the description, so you don't have to type yours out word for word. You can just copy my scripts and get logged into the OS. It's still installing. Okay, so let's just sit back and watch. It should be done pretty soon, so I don't think I'm going to be cutting this out of the video, since it's not that it doesn't take that long. Okay. It should be almost done by now. To the right over there it says it's done installing, so So it's done. So the next thing we're going to do, just to make sure that that's the last thing we installed, we're now going to run sudo yum groupinstall server with GUI. This is the main thing right here. Copy. And that is done. So after that, we're going to copy this right here. And once that is done, then we're going to do sudo reboot. It says remote side to unexpected. Okay, just click OK. Then right on the top bar, just right click and restart session. So now it's going to ask again, CentOS. Just type clear. Let's clear this. Okay, so now we're going to do sudo yum install. Is for EPL. Copy. EPL basically, EPL, whatever. So now this file right here, you can get this file you can get that file. Let me show you. Let me see. I think I put the address on my right there. Control copy on my Red Hat Linux install. So if I open a new tab right now, I put the address pkgs.org. Then I type epel-release in the search. Then under 7, I just come here. I click on this. And you can see download link right here. Binary. Just copy that link, and that's the source file for that. But I already have this in my script, so let me just close out this Linux version and copy it directly from my script. Copy, and I'm just going to paste it. Then I'm going to copy this next one. I'm going to paste it now. After doing the first one, it says the package already installed. So then we're going to do sudo yum install XRDP. Copy. That is complete. Then we're going to copy this one. Systemctl start XRDP. Copy. This is very important. Then you're going to use this other one right here. Copy. Okay. And now let's enable XRDP. Okay, now that that is done, you have to set up the firewall, because it will prevent Tableau server from installing. There's going to be quite a number of errors popping up if you don't do this. Then after that, you do sudo firewall for the port. Then lastly, just do this. And click enter. So once that is done, you can just exit out of this, and now you can go back to your AWS, copy this, copy the IP again, go to remote desktop, remote desktop, you paste that IP right there, you hit connect, and you just click yes, and it brings you right to the screen. Then you do CentOS, then your password that you created, and you click OK. And this is the Linux environment you just created. You can exit out the start guide, and you right click, you open terminal. This is terminal right here, and for this we are going to run some scripts. I think I already even have the script file created also. Let me see. I think I have it right here. Install Tableau server on Linux. Okay, perfect. The first one is we're going to click on Applications, Firefox, and just then go to Tableau, Linux, download, get Tableau Linux here, start free trial, Tableau server on-prem for Linux. We're installing it like it's on-prem, but you know, it's actually in AWS EC2 cloud. Then now you see we're using CentOS 7, so you just click this, then you click save, click OK. 1.6 gig, should download pretty fast because of my internet. So now that that is completed, you no need to open it right there. Just can close this tab also. Minimize that. Go back to your terminal. Let's see if you say ls cd download, ls. That's the file right there. So you say sudo yum install that file name, copy, paste, and just click enter. It's saying, is that okay? Click Y. So that package is the Tableau server package for Linux, and we're basically installing that right now. Says complete right there. Let's minimize this again. Says complete. We have our scripts right here. So there's something I want you to see. So in this path right here, packages, right? There is a script that would help us initialize TSM. As Tableau Server Manager, which is the next thing we're supposed to do right now, is to initialize that. So what I'm going to do is do cd. Let me do cd, paste that path, and click enter. So I do ls. So if you see that's the script right there. That is the script that we need to use in initializing TSM. So what we're going to do is compare that script right there to what number we have right here. You see that script is not the same with that, but it is the same with this, since I just created this. But if you're doing this practice session a month from now, or some weeks from now, the script number 0626 or 1.1424, that will probably be different. So you just tweak the script with the new number right there, and now you copy it, and after you copy, you just come down here, you paste it, and you click enter, and it starts to initialize TSM. So it says right there, starting TSM services. This shouldn't take too long. It should be done pretty soon. See, it says done. Everything's set up. Go back and check to see if there was any errors. It looks pretty good. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure we include this path. we're going to source this path so it can be in this while we're doing this process. So now that we've sourced that path, all that I need to do now is to use, rather than continuing using the terminal for the installation, Tableau has done a really great job to help us develop the GUI in such a way that we can finish up the TSM installation and also the server admin username and initialization, all using the web browser. So I'm just going to paste this into the web browser, then click enter. Advanced. Since it's not the we don't have an SSL set up yet, so definitely this is going to keep bringing up errors. Just click accept risk and continue. So now the same user account that was used to set up the administrative process, set up this entire Linux environment, or if there's another user that also has administrative privileges in the administrative group, then you can log in using that user. So let's do CentOS and the password we created. Then you click sign in. You can save it if you want. We don't have a product key, so just use the free 14-day trial. Then let me put my information. My phone number. Email address. Organization. Industry. Education. Department. IT. Job role. Let me just put student. Then city. Zip code. What is the zip code for that school again? Give me 1 minute. Let me find the zip code. The zip code is 79016. Then country, United States. Then state. That's Texas. So for the rest of you to register your Tableau server, you might have to create another account. Like this you can't use my information to register your Tableau server. You have to use your information that you've been using for your Tableau desktop, for your Tableau prep, and all the other accounts. That's what you use. You click register. Then we don't have Active Directory set up right now, so just click local, which is fine. You could install thousands of users using CSV file using the local setup anyway. So I wonder why people are so adamant on using the Active Directory or stressing about that. Then product usage data, no need. port number 80, that's pretty default. Then just initialize. So this initialization process is going to take 10 to 20 minutes. So I'm just going to pause this video right now. Let me minimize this, or let me just close that out and pause the video. Now it is completed. Initialization is complete. So we're just going to click continue. So it's going to bring you to create your admin server administrator for Tableau server. So I'm going to just type admin, then my password, then password again. You can save it. So you see, so this is the node name. Everything is working. VSQL, backgrounder, everything looks good. But if you go in and you click on backgrounder dashboard, it's probably going to say that you don't have the drivers installed. You see, unable to connect to the data source. You need the PostgreSQL server, localhost. You just need a driver for PostgreSQL. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to minimize that. Go to I'm going to go to terminal, but first let me see what the website is. Okay, that's the website right there to get the drivers for all the different type of databases. Just click copy. You come back in, click a new tab, then you paste it. Then you just click this, scroll down to you see PostgreSQL, or is there anything else other than that? I think that's it for Linux 64 bits. You see, you need this version because you know we're using RPMs in this type of Linux. But if you're doing Ubuntu, if you're running this on Ubuntu, then this is what you download. So let's download this one. I'll save it to the downloads folder. Then we come back to the terminal. Let me just clear this. CD ls cd downloads. Oh, sorry, cd okay. So we're going to do sudo yum install, and we want this driver right here. You copy it, you paste it, and click enter. Click Y, and it says complete right there. So when you come back into Tableau server, come back into status, go back into backgrounder dashboard, and now it should load You see, and now it loads. If we go back into this, let's go to Explorer. Let's look at one of the V's. Here's one of the workbooks. One of the V's in the workbooks. Then I'm going to come back into status again. Then I'm going to go to traffic to views. The very first one. You see? Tableau sample, basically admin, one view. That's the very first view we've seen all day from the default site. Superstore workbook. Okay, so, and if you want to create a new site, just go to add a site right there. But this is not how to use Tableau server, this is just how to install it. So, and there's so many paths and everything you can use. You can check your backups and all that. So this is Tableau server in its full glory. Let me go into the TSM side of it. Full screen. So this is status. This is everything installed on this node. Maintenance is where you do your ziplogs. And config, you need to add more backgrounders. You need to, this is where you download your bootstrap file to install this on other nodes, increase the nodes and everything. It says node 1 right here. And this is basically it. So thank you so much for watching this installation. I'm very grateful for you sticking through the entire video, and I hope you were practicing as we did the tutorial. Okay, I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Bye.